Hello friends, in this training session we will see a very important concept of HTML and a very important tags, and this is table. Table is basically used to create a tabular structure in your web form. For example, in this website you can see that here is a max tag training is looking here, and some hyperlinks are there, some more hyperlinks are there, and some information are there. Then if you see the look of this web page, it's looks some formatted web page like this one particular area is there, another one area is there, and another one area is particular this area where hyperlink are kept, and this is the main body area of this web page, and here is the news area, and it is divided in some blocks. So we can do this type of management or this type of formatting through the tables in HTML. So to look the HTML or table in HTML, now I just create a folder on my desktop, HTML table demo. Okay, and inside this, and just open a notepad. Okay, where is notepad? Go to the program files, accessories, and here is notepad. Okay. I just open a notepad and minimize this, close this particular folder. Now just increase some font size so that we can view easily. Okay, fine. Maximize this. I just write simple basic HTML, which we have already know. HTML close. Now the head close, and body, and close the body, and simple give a title to our web page, and close this title tag. My table tag testing. Okay. It doesn't matter that whatever you can give title. Now here first of all save this page. Go to the file menu and save it, and save this page to the desktop and HTML demo folder. Change the save as type and give test table.html and save it. Okay, now look, here is the page, here is your web page. You just open it, open with Mozilla Firefox or Internet Explorer. I just open it in Firefox. What's it? Okay, just open in. Okay, here is some system problem, so you can just finish it. Okay, just open it in Internet Explorer. Yeah, that's fine. Now come to the coding part. Now we are having close it. Okay, both are opened. Now just to code here, just type table tag and close the table tag. Now remember one thing, that in HTML our table contains the row and each row contains the cell. So this tag is representing the table. Now we have to create some rows, tr and tr stands for table row, and td is for table definition. So basically just write one and copy this and paste one and just two. Look, this is our table tag and this is closing table tag. Now this table, or inside this table tag, here is a tr for table row, and inside this row we are having two cells, 1 and 2. We can write anything in the place of 1 and anything in the place of 2. It doesn't matter. It looks on the the content or definition of this particular td. Now save this and look this in our browser. Now here Mozilla is also open and Internet Explorer is also open. So I just go to the Internet Explorer and refresh it. Okay, here you can look 1 and 2 now, but I am not able to see any table here, but table is still present here. So to view the table, I just go to the table and write attribute border equal to 1 or 2 or 3, whatever you want to do, pixels, and save it and go to the browser. Now go to the browser Internet Explorer and refresh it. I just press F5 and refresh. Now you can see a small border around these cells. This is actual table border, and now this is our table, and this table has one row and two cells inside this one row. So it is just starting of our table. Now we will increase this table. I just close this. Okay. Now suppose I just want to do one more cell in this table, 1 2 3, and now save it and refresh it. You can see there is 3 column or 3 cells in this particular row. Now just copy this row and paste. Yeah, it means we have created another row in our table. Now I just give the 4, 5 and 6 and I save it, and look at this, F5. Yeah, you can see here is one row and here is second row, and here is a column 1 4, and here is another column and another column. So this is our table. Now we will do some more changes in this table to understand more better. Now once again I just copy this content and again paste once more. So here we are having 3 by 3 table and give 7, 8 and 9. As I have already told that this number doesn't matter. If suppose I write there something like this max tag and save it, and I just go to the browser and refresh it. Okay, here we can also refresh from there. Yeah, so in the place of 9 there is a max tag, or we can put any image, any anchor tag, any text input type, text, button or anything in this table. Even if we can also put any other table in this particular cell. These all types of changes we will see in the future. at present I just write there 9 and go to there and refresh it, so it's easily to viewable. Now again come to the now look, this table is just in the left top of this browser, but suppose I want this table to in the between, and even the width of this table is just equal to the 1, 2 and 3 three numbers equal, and I just want to increase the width of this table. So what can I do? I can just write width, okay, just write this in small width and give some 300 pixels, and go to this and refresh it. Now our table become 300 pixels width wise. We can also give the width in a percentage, suppose 50%, and save it and refresh it. Now look, this table is just a 50% of our browser. 50% means half of this browser, and this width is this. Similarly, we can also control our height of table. Height can be given in the percentage and pixels, so at present I just give height in 400 pixels. Yeah, look this, refresh. Yeah, you can see easily the height of this particular table. Now some more attributes are there in table. Suppose I want to put this table into the center, yeah, because at this time this table is in the left side of this browser. So to do this, I just write align equal to center and refresh it. Yeah, the table comes in the center of this table. So we can give left, right or center in the place of this center. It is table alignment. Now next, if suppose here is the over white background and this table border is just some light color is there. So if I want to change the color of this border, so we can change, or we can apply border color equal to suppose I give some color, suppose I give black color. Okay, all 0 is for black, and refresh it. Yeah, now our border become black. We can change it into red or any other colors, just a red color. Okay, fine. Now come to the next point. We can also change the background of this particular table, only this table. Just go and set BG color, background color, and give any. Suppose I just write this 6-digit hexadecimal code. I don't know which color it's appear. Just use. Okay. So we can give background color to our particular table. Now I just use some light color, so I use DD and refresh. Okay, slightly different from this. You can give some other dimension, so you can use this color. Okay, it's so dark, so light. Once again I just write some D, whether it is also not dependent. Now another thing regarding this table, because we are seeing that there are so many attributes in this table, so we can apply. There are so many other attributes are also there, so we can apply on this like this. See this, in every cell, in this cell, in this cell, in every cell, you see that this number is just near this border. There is no gap between this number, or we can say this content inside the cell, to this border. If suppose I want to do some padding, padding means distance from this border to this content. So what can I do? I just write a cell padding. It means padding is applied to the border of our cell, in each cell of whole table, because this attribute is applied to this table tag, and padding is also given in the pixels. So do not write px, it's by default pixels, so we need not to write this. And look, when I refresh it, look the changes. Yeah, now our content in whole cells are 10 pixel away from this border, and this is not happened here, this is happens all the boundaries of this. Yes. Means this any content inside this table cannot touch this border from the 10 pixels. Means it's always away from the 10 pixel, in the left side, in the right side, and top side and bottom sides, all the four sides are there in each cell. Now, one another thing, this here is a one cell, and here is another one cell. This is one and this is two. Now if you see this border, it is a double border. This is basically border, means this is basically a space between two cells. So between these two borders you can see 1 or 2 pixels width inside this border. So this is known as cell spacing. So we can also control this cell spacing by writing as one more attribute in table, that is called cell spacing, and write this. Suppose I give 5 and save it and go to the browser and see, refresh. Now this spacing at present is by default. Now when I refresh it, yeah, it increases by some more pixels. Suppose I give some high value 15, so it is viewable easily. Yeah, you can see this space, this is a 15 pixel space. So in the whole table all the cells are spaced by 15 pixels from each other. Okay, now suppose I give 0, it means there is no space between two cells, so it's a solid single border. But if suppose in this case, when I have not written anything in the cell spacing, in this case here is some space, some 1 pixel space. So by default in this browser takes a 1 space if we have not mentioned any spacing, so it will take just a 1 space between this. So I again write this 0 and save it and refresh it, so you can see the spacing between this. Now come to the next thing. Now see this, here we have written so many attributes in this table tag. Okay, you can also apply some images to this background of this table. Suppose for example I just at present I just delete this. Okay, suppose go to the BG color and just delete this BG color and save it and just view this in browser. Refresh it, so you can see that background color is same as the body color. Background color of this table is same as the body color. Now come to this and just I just come to this folder, and so in this HTML table demo folder, I don't have any images in this particular folder, and so I just go to the documents, and my documents, and I'm having some images over there. So I just copy this folder and paste this folder in my images in my HTML table demo folder. Now here is the some images. Okay, now this images does not have any extension. Actually they are having extension, but it is hidden. So for this, just go to the tools and folder option and view, and here you can see hide empty, just hide extension for known file type. So just uncheck it, so you are able to see the extension of these images and all other files like this test table HTML, which is previously not visible. Okay, fine. Now we are having some images in this images folder. So just come to this code and write one more attribute, background. Okay, similarly in the at the time when I in this in previous video, I have written some background in body. So the whole background of body is changed, and the image source which I have given to this background is in the background of this body. So at this time, suppose I write images slash and see, just see in this folder that which image is there. So suppose I want to put this image in the background, so I just copy the name of this folder and paste it, or you can just simply type this text. Okay, just save it and go to the browser and refresh it. Okay, you can see this, the media, this image is in the background of this particular table only, and 2 times media, it means it repeats the image in the background, because size of this image is smaller than the actual size of this table. So it already happens in the body when we apply this image in the outside in the background of this body. So here, so how can we apply the background image? Now come to the next. Okay, now look this table. Suppose at this time I just remove this background, or I just put a wrong name and come to here, so the images disappear. So because I have given some wrong name is there. Okay, now look, if suppose I want to do these particular 2 column 1 and 2 to be merged, means this particular cell I want to become 1, this 1 and 2. So to do this, just go to the cell 1 and span this cell equivalent to the 2, means we just spread this cell equal to the 2 and just delete this 2 cell, number 2 cell. So to do this, just write down call span equal to 2. Okay, or okay, just fine. One thing to do, just do this thing in 4 and 5. Call span 2, call span, column span, and just look this, refresh. Now look, 4 is span equivalent to the 2, but 5 goes at the place of at the just below the 3, and 6 outside the table. So to manage our table, what we can do, either we have to delete 6, either we have to delete 5. So at present I delete just 5 and save it and refresh it. So you can see the table. Here is the table and our two cells are merged. Similarly we can do these things with the row span. Means if suppose I want to merge this 3 and 6, then what should I do? I just go through the cell number 3 and write row span equal to 2 and just delete this 6 number of cell and save it. Now come to this and refresh it. Look, over 3 and 6 column is merged. So here how we can merge these cells? We can also merge more than 2 cells like this. If suppose in 3 I just write there the 3 row span is 3 and just delete this, or not delete, refresh it. So our 3 column is 3 particular cell is spanned over the 3 rows, and our 9 cell is come outside the table. So to delete, to manage this table or to format this table, just delete the 9 and refresh it. So your table is now again formatted. So here we have seen some particular tags regarding the tables, and there are so many attributes in these tables, and there are some more things are also there in this table. So we will see this some more things regarding this table when we create some templates and such type of things in this. Now see one more thing, that we can also apply some background color to particular row. Suppose I just give some color, so it will change the color of whole row. Means these 3 cells are in this particular row, so the color has been changed. And similarly we can apply these type of things to the particular any cell, like hash and 000000 black color. So now our number 2 cell becomes black. Okay, we can apply alignment to the particular cell. Suppose this one cell, here is one is left side of this, and just write align equal to the center and refresh it. Now it's once become in the center. Similarly one more thing is there, we align top. Now our data inside the cell is in the top. So in VAlign we are having 3 values, top, bottom and middle. So we can write top, bottom or middle here. So if suppose I apply in this last row align equal to center, then look this, in the last row 7 and 8 footer, yeah, both values are in the center. So if we apply align center in the row, then whole the column, whole the cell in this particular row is affected by these attributes. And if we apply this align in a particular TD, then only the particular TD is affected. So these some tags are they are related to the tables, which is very important in these features. I hope this video will help you a lot to understand the concept of tables, and we will see the exact use of this table, that how we can use these tables to make our web pages in the next video. Thank you.